Hello, I'm Ced Williams, Master K9 Trainer and Behavior Specialist and Star Mark Academy graduate. In the last 16 weeks, I've had the pleasure of working with this awesome dog, Bronco. I've taken this opportunity to prepare this video of the important behaviors and information to best help ensure that my buddy Bronco continues to live a fulfilled life. What this will do for you is ensure that you have a clear understanding on how to best communicate with Bronco. So leash up and let's go. Now, the first thing I want to do is kind of explain how dogs learn. A dog's ability to learn depends on three key factors: timing, consistency, and motivation. Timing is important because dogs learn in pictures. Their memory is about 1.3 seconds long. So we want to ensure that we capture that exact moment that the dog performs the behavior that we're looking for. In order to capture that moment, what we are going to do is use a verbal marker or a tool such as a clicker to capture that moment to remind the dog of this is the behavior that I want you to perform. Consistency. Consistency means that I must be consistent or you must be consistent in order for the dog to understand that I want this behavior when this word is said constantly, always. There's no choice in actually not doing it. The moment you do not remain consistent is the moment that your cue or command loses value. So you want to ensure that it stays consistent, repetition all the time. And then that third thing of motivation. The motivation is, why does the dog want to execute the behavior? The dog wants to execute the behavior, or what we can do is use tools to continue to make sure that the dog executes the behavior with reinforcement, such as a toy or food. That's going to motivate the dog to want to do the behavior over and over and over again. Now, it takes 6 to 8 months for a dog to turn short-term memory into long-term memory. When you first bring Bronco home, I want you to make sure that you instill your rules and guidance when they first comes into the house. If you're not going to be home with Bronco, ensure that you place him in his crate or in a secure room so we ensure that he doesn't get into any trash or any behaviors that you do not want to take place. All dogs require three things in order to live a fulfilled life: physical exercise or stimulation, which could be anything from a daily walk, run, a game of fetch. Mental stimulation, basic obedience can be used in order to continue to stimulate them mentally, or either some toys can also stimulate them mentally, as well as clear communication. Clear communication being simply the dog must understand what it is that you want from them. In this video, you're going to see that Bronco is displaying what's called a hide. This is used for service animals, normally when out in public. It allows you to be able to sit at the table and the dog be out of the way, out of the aisle or the street or the sidewalk whenever out in a restaurant. As you can see, bam, I'm able to go ahead, prepare to train or whatever it is that I need to do in order to train Bronco. Now I'm going to show you a free. Anytime you put the dog into a command, you want to ensure that you release them by giving them the command free. So as you can see, Bronco stayed under the table until I released him with a free. In this photo, I've displayed all the training equipment that I've used with Bronco: 6-foot slip leash, 6-foot leather leash, a 30-foot long line, a tab leash, the prong collar, the martingale, and a flat collar. In this photo, you'll see that I am using a large martingale style prong collar. The collar's proper fitting is snug around the neck, sitting directly behind the jaw and high up on the neck behind the ears. You should be able to take the collar and twist it to adjust it around the neck without injuring or pulling into the skin of the dog. Please ensure that you do not leave the collar on the dog when the dog is unsupervised. That means it should come off whenever the dog goes in the crate. In this video, I've taught Bronco to understand the command collar. What this means is come to me, have a seat, and allow me to put your collar around your neck. Here at StarMark, we have what's called an implied stay. Place stay, sit stay, and down stay. This means that the dog remains in that position in a stay until they are freed from the position. In this video, you'll see a place stay. That means that Bronco must remain on the place bed until I free him, regardless of what distractions may come through. As you can see me trying to entice him by going into a push-up position, also walking around the room. He knows that he must remain in that place stay until I come back to him and free him from the place. In this video, Bronco is now going to execute a sit stay. That sit stay, again, regardless of the distractions, he must remain in a sit until I come back and release him. Here we have a down stay. I'm going to walk away, again, implying that you must stay until I come back and give you the free command. In this video, whenever I want to go for a walk or take Bronco out for a walk, I'm going to walk him in the position of the heel. As you can see demonstrated in this video, both on and off leash, Bronco is required to remain at my left side, walking with his shoulders aligned with my legs. Anytime that I stop, Bronco then has to go into what we call an auto sit. That means he is sitting on his own without being told. Once I begin walking again, I'll give him the command of heel. Anytime you may be out, you may have the opportunity to greet a friend or a friendly stranger. In the same instance, Bronco should definitely sit by your side regardless what the distraction is until you give him the command again to heel at that point. In this video, you'll see Bronco display his auto sit whenever coming to a door, or what I like to call a hatch. This gives me the opportunity to check outside to ensure safety first and foremost, no other dogs, vehicles, animals, or anything to catch Bronco's distraction. It's also good for door darters. Bronco has been taught to go to a designated potty area on command. I use the command, go pee, go poo, or you simply say go potty. Here we have Bronco performing some service work, or what we call clicker tricks. During this time, you'll see that Bronco on command can come and take off my shoe, as well as, bam, you see me here, I thank him for taking off my shoe, and then I'll go into my pocket, pull out my credit card, I dropped it, and Bronco understands, hey, he can give it back to me. I reward him as he comes back into his sit. During Bronco's time here, he got to experience what's called nose work. It's a game that encourages him using his nose to do a job. All has to do with scent discrimination. These things are taught for narcotics dogs and those types of things. Now, here, this can be used in order to help boost confidence. When I first took on Bronco, he lacked a little confidence. This was one of the things that brought out everything that Bronco is today. When I first got Bronco, he was afraid of agility. But as you can see here, Bronco then excelled in agility. He grew to love it. Everything, it helped build more and more his confidence in everything that he did from that point forward. In these clips, I want to talk about vehicle entry and exit. This is important because of safety. I taught Bronco to jump in on command as well as free to come out. This concludes all the training that Bronco has done here at StarMark. I've really enjoyed the last 16 weeks that I've had the opportunity to spend and work with him. I'm hoping that this video does give you what you need to ensure he continues to live that fulfilled life. Please take a moment or a few minutes and watch this video of Bronco's ride here at StarMark.